The following is a presentation of William Paterson University Television.
Welcome back to the desk. The WP women's basketball team have won their first 3 games of the season. Here to tell us about it is Matthew Goldman, Daniel Karp, Lamont Hampton, and Brian Montiel. The Pioneers women's basketball team took on West Connecticut State Wednesday night at the Rec Center. Matt, what player has impressed you in their battle?
I'm going to go with Jada Jacobs. My favorite type of basketball players are players that can do a bit of everything. Jacobs had 4 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals. Last year, we saw Jacobs with a lot of interesting stat lines as well. So whatever it takes, Jacobs will do it to get the Pioneers to win. And then her scoring margin will definitely improve throughout the season once conference games hit. So her defensive presence is also unmatched. I think she's doing it all, and I think she had a great stat line against WestCon.
Brian, what player you want to highlight?
I mean, you're talking about doing a little bit of everything. Renee Wells, our star player, 19 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and 5 steals. Shot 75% from 3 this game. I mean, she's doing it all, especially at the underrated part of her game. I feel like on the defensive end, 5 steals. She's doing it in every single level, and she's just been on fire this season, pretty much. Yeah, she's doing good.
Yeah, we'll get into Renee Wells' game in just a second. Karp.
I'm going to go with the junior Maddie Chiara. We're in year 3 now, and she hasn't broken out yet, and I think this is the year she's really going to break out. She's improved massively, shooting, free throws, field goal percentage, 3-point percentage, and we know how she was back in high school, 1,000 points back in high school, Chiara family in Colonia Township, very well known down there. Her brother's doing great stuff down there in Colonia High School, but this is the year, 10 points already, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds to start the year. I think that she's due for a breakout year.
Yeah, looking for who to step up. Mom, finish us off with your player.
Hey, listen, you mentioned Jada Jacobs. She was a dog but got fouled out. Someone that's also a dog out there is the one, the only, Patty Walsh. Man, Patty Walsh had 10 points, 9 boards, shy of a double-double. The senior, she has it all in her bag. She has to control her attitude on the court, but you can see the energy that she has out there. It's all over the rec, and it's known. Patty Walsh is that dog on the Pioneers women's team.
Absolute dog, indeed. Senior forward Renee Wells has been on a tear this season, leading the Pioneers in scoring and taking home an NJAC Player of the Week honor. Matt, take us through her season stats thus far.
Gladly. Renee Wells this season has 57 points, about 19 a game, 17 rebounds, 8 steals, and she's shooting about 42%, 43% from the field. Renee Wells, now in her senior campaign, has just been a player elevating the Pioneers so they can compete in the NJAC this year.
Mom, what part of Renee Wells' game has impressed you?
What impressed me so much is how composed she is. Renee Wells is so smooth on the court. Listen, the 5'10 senior that wears number 14 for the Pioneers, she played 84 games so far. Out of 84 games, she's played 83 starting. Wells is comfortable and calm on the court. And guess what? Composed, synonym for that is calm. So when you're out there, Wells, she does her thing. She gets to the bucket. She gets to the rim. And guess what? They know that the Pioneers, their back is on Wells. Wells carries the team all around.
Goldie?
I'm going to go with shot selection. Whenever you see Renee Wells play, she's not taking anything that's absurd. She's either going into the lane trying to get in a layup, or she's having a jump shot, whether it's in the mid-range or it's from beyond the arc. In Division III basketball, her field goal percentage is .423 compared to the team's .393. You see in D3, field goal percentages are all over the place. She's been a contributor since her freshman campaign. She averaged 11 as a freshman, 13 as a sophomore, 14 as a junior. Now she's an average more in her senior year, already averaging 19, so she's on for a good pace this year.
Yeah, she's making great decisions with her shot selection. Brian?
I mean, for me, what y'all been bringing up is experience. The reason why she's so composed is experience. She's been here, she's done that. She's been going on since her freshman year, just like Goldie's been mentioning, and it's finally all coming together in the senior year. She's seen everything. I feel like the most complete player she has been of her whole career, and I think she's playing at her highest level because of this experience.
Yeah, and this experience is definitely showing, as you mentioned. Carl, finish us off.
These are all great points, but I got to see the aggressiveness of Renee Wells. Kelly and I got to interview Renee Wells after the WestCon game the other day, and we mentioned her every time she drives into the basket on the floor, tumbling. Renee Wells on the floor again. Her aggressiveness is just something that you can't teach. And the fact that she's able to go down there, putting her body literally on the line for every single play, just shows how well of a player she is and what the Pioneers need, and a great leader overall as well. Now that she's a senior, stepping up, we lost a lot of seniors last year, the Pioneers, and it's her shoes on to be that senior, and the aggressiveness that she shows on the court is exactly what they need.
The women's basketball team kept nearly all of their players intact for the 2025-26 season while adding a few newcomers in this tough conference. Corp, what NJAC team poses the biggest threat for this women's basketball team?
It's going to be Stockton for me. The Pioneers have won their last 3 matchups against Stockton. They almost won one about 2 years ago, which they lost in overtime. But Stockton has recruited very well this year. They got a couple of freshmen. One of their freshmen in Niles is averaging 14 a game off the bench and averaging almost 70% from the field. So they did really good recruiting this year, and I think that they can be a problem for the Pioneers this year. We went to Stockton. We both went to Stockton last year, and we saw that down the stretch they created a problem for them as well. So Stockton's a team you got to keep a lookout on this year.
Mom, what NJAC team poses the biggest threat?
The biggest threat has to be the Rowan Profs down in South Jersey. Coming to Glassboro, New Jersey, coming all the way up to Wayne, they take them on December 13th. At that point, the Pioneers are going to be 4 games into their NJAC run. They're going to have Montclair State, TCNJ, and Stockton out the way. That's fine. But then last year, when they took on the Profs here in Wayne, they lost favorably. That was a horrible game that the Pioneers lost. That same game at Massachusetts hurt her ankle in that game. This year, the Profs are ranked number 3 in the NJAC preseason poll, while the Pioneers are ranked number 4. So obviously, they're neck and neck right there. Sooner or later, we're going to see the battle in Wayne, and it's going to be a great one.
Brian, what team are you going to talk about?
I mean, it got to be the reigning NJAC champions, Montclair State. Right now, statistically, they're the best offense, but it's Alyssa Craigwell, 18 points per game right now, 6 rebounds, 2 steals a game, 2 blocks a game. She's doing 50% from the field and 50% from 3. And they're one of the only 3 teams that are undefeated in the NJAC right now, which includes Stockton. So I think William Paterson, Stockton, Montclair State are the top 3 teams in the NJAC right now, and it's going to be a real tough 3-headed race this year.
Goalie, finish us off with your team.
You cannot discredit the College of New Jersey Lions. They were the only team in the NJAC last year to beat the Pioneers twice. They were 0-4 right now, but they're still a legit contender. They lost their best player, Indiana Branchizio, but Amanda Blaylock has stepped up for them. She's averaging 19 points per game through 4 contests. They bring back most of their core, though. Katie Fricker, Grace Koloski, Maddie Bernhardt, Cassidy Brown, etc. Head coach Chessie Jackson, a 3-time NJAC Coach of the Year. I think TCNJ could fight for the NJAC despite having a tough schedule to start the season. But I think they'll be kind of a roadblock for the Pioneers, and they face off relatively soon, Tuesday, November 25th.
Tonight
Next
on
Tuesday.
Yeah.
This Tuesday.
Yeah.
Wow.
Tonight on Friday, November 21st, the William Paterson's women's basketball team will travel to Brooklyn, New York to face off against John Jay College. Brian, take us through how these 2 programs match up.
Well, William Paterson and John Jay, the Bloodhounds, they're 0-4 to start the season, but William Paterson averaged 67 points per game compared to the Bloodhounds 55, 38 rebounds for the Pioneers. Bloodhounds out-rebound them 48 on average, 39% from the field for the Pioneers and 30% for the Bloodhounds. That's really, really bad. 39% from 3 for the Pioneers, shooting their best, and 28% from the Bloodhounds. I mean, tune in live on 887 Brave New Radio to listen to that. That's Gerard James and Buck.
Sean Buck,
I
believe.
Yeah, it should be an interesting call from the 2 of them. Looking forward to it. Goldie, what do the Pioneers need to do to take advantage of the Bloodhounds?
It's going to be fun seeing the fellas hit Brooklyn. I think that the Pioneers have to force the Bloodhounds to shoot the ball beyond the arc. John Jay shoots .283 beyond the arc, which is not good across any level. They're 13 for 46. That's only 3 to 4 3-pointers made per game when attempting around 10 to 11. The goal for the defense is to clog the interior, so the Bloodhounds have to shoot on the perimeter, and you have players to do that. Patty Walsh, Renee Wells, Megan Sears, who they added in the portal this offseason from Stockton. That's going to be someone who's going to clog that interior, and it's going to force the Bloodhounds to shoot. If they can make the Bloodhounds shoot the ball, I think this is going to be destined for a Pioneers' 4th victory.
Brian, what do the Pioneers need to do to win?
Everybody be aggressive. This is an 0-4 team. They get outscored by 9 points a game. William Paterson outscored teams by 22 points a game on average right now. Like Goldie just mentioned, John Jay shoots 30% from the field. I feel like this is a good game for players like Maddie Chiera, Jaya Jacobs, Patty Walsh, Ken Gowdy, and even more surprises. I want players to go out for big games this game. I want this to be a blowout.
Clark.
Yeah, I'm going to go with second chance points. Despite a 22-point margin, their margin of rebounding is only 1, which is absolutely insane. Patty Walsh averaging a little over 7 rebounds this year, which is a career high. I expect her to get more I would have liked 10 or more in this game. 5'10" Michaela Lattimore is their tallest starter for John Jay, and Patty Walsh has a height advantage over her. So I'd like to see the rebounds 10, maybe even 12. So I think second chance points are going to be huge in this game for them if they want to come out with a victory.
That's a high mark, 10 to 12 per game.
Not per game. I'm saying this game specifically.
Listen, anything's possible.
We she can do it too, and she knows it.
Lamont, finish us off with your keys to how the Pioneers will win this.
Hey, listen, they just have to find their shot. Hey, Brian, you said they average 67 points per
Oh, my
game.
God.
Don't hate the player, hate the game. But the Pioneers have to find their shot. As a team, they average 39% from the line, from the field. They average 39% from the three-point line. So all around this team, they get in the right position. They get there going. And, again, Patty Walsh leads the way. Renee Wells leads the way. Madison Chiero in the backcourt helping it out. They're going to be fine. The Pioneers, they're going to go out to Brooklyn and do their thing and get their shots up.
Yeah, we wish the Pioneers women's basketball team luck against John Jay tonight.
The time is now.
And we also wish the men's team luck as they travel to FDU to face off against the Devils tomorrow night.
The Walmart FDU.
Yeah, the Walmart
D3.
FDU. Don't forget to follow us at SportsDeskWP for updates and more. Thank you to all the cast and crew, and a big shout out to our wonderful studio manager, Al Clark. From Studio B in Hamilton Hall, and from everyone here at the desk, I'm Tyler Cooper saying so long. See you in 2 weeks after Thanksgiving for our next telecast right here on WPTV.
I was going to throw it too.